All right. So then you decide you're going to adopt because
Yes.
we weren't having children. And according to Mom, one of the stipulations is that you had to own a house. And that's one of the reasons you bought up at the lake.
Yes, but we wanted to own a house anyway because we had owned a house we lived in New Enterprise. And so we had some money to put down and...
So you bought up on Lake Pahajico.
Yes, a brand new house as a matter of fact. That had just been built and no one had lived in it. We were the first ones there. And so it was a joy to move into that home.
All right. And so you adopted me.
Mm-hmm.
And why the name Mark?
You know, I really couldn't tell you.
That was Mom's answer. She goes, we don't know.
We kept thinking of names, and we both came up with Mark, and we decided we like it.
The only thing Mom could say was that it was short to go with Hershberger.
And it was short as well. We didn't want a real long name going with Hershberger.
Well, and she said Wayne was because of Mose Miller.
That's correct. We wanted to, he was one of our favorite people.
Well, and I asked Mom, I said, how did he become one of your favorite people? And she related the fact that you went over there to buy a car and just essentially started getting along with the salesman who happened to be Mose Miller. And Nancy was close to Mom's age. And
well, the other thing, when we took our car there to get serviced, it was excellent work. And as it turned out, all my life I took my cars there to get serviced and bought all of but one automobile from Miller's Garage.
Mm-hmm. And with Rich, you named him Richard after Dick Bulger.
Yes, his first name was Richard as well.
And of course the funny story about his middle name Alan,
mm-hmm.
after Mom's not favorite brother.
Yes.
Which you related was because he was in World War II. And
right, we wanted to honor him.
If you were to relate one favorite story about Rich, you had to think of one favorite thing, something that makes you smile when you think back on it, when he was a kid. Anything come to mind?
What I thoroughly enjoyed about Richard was his interest in equipment and tools which he used to remodel a wagon, build a wooden cover for it, and the day that he put a small stepladder on the wagon and had a belt with a worker's tool pouch on the belt full of tools, and climbed up that short stepladder and was repairing the light in the driveway at Kutztown.
Well, you gotta laugh because when you were pausing there and you weren't saying anything, what I was thinking about in my head was him on the ladder repairing the light right down by that bush by the garage.
That's right.
Isn't that funny? We both thought of the exact same thing. Hold on. I'm being waved over. Okay, and then how about a favorite story about me?
Oh.
Or a favorite thing? And don't make it up. It has to be true.
think what I enjoyed most, was going to your basketball games and being a spectator when you played summer basketball in Reading.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And I thoroughly enjoyed that because we knew you were interested in it. You put a lot of hard work and practice into it. And there were some very real times when you enjoyed what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that to me was the most outstanding thing.
All right, how about what is your most memorable family vacation we ever took?
I think the most memorable family vacation we ever took was the one that we did in 1976 whenever we made that western swing. And spent a couple of weeks on the road and visited different parts of the country. And we saw a lot of different things and people and places. And
do you remember that when we took off for that vacation? The day we left?
Oh, yeah.
Is the day you handed me my learner's permit and said
Right.
you're driving?
Right.
And I said, what are you, crazy?
Nope.
And then you made me drive down the Rocky Mountains
Yep.
in the rain.
Yep.
And I said, what are you, again? I said, what are you, crazy?
Just don't drive off that road on this side. There wasn't any guardrail over there.
Do you remember how eventful that vacation was?
Oh, yes.
Where we had the car accident in Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Right.
Not Las Vegas, Nevada.
Nope.
Las
New
Vegas,
Mexico.
New Mexico.
That's right.
And the cop that came to check us out was from Allentown, PA.
Right. Right. And at Durango, when we filled up with gas, the guy that pumped the gas in Durango for us looked at my license tag and said, Mark, or said, didn't say Mark, he said, Pennsylvania. I said, yeah. He said, what town are you from? I said, oh, it's a small one. You wouldn't know it anyway. No, he said, go ahead and try me. And I told him Kutztown. It's a small town. He said, oh, he said, I was a police officer in Reading. I'm retired from there now. Talk about small worlds.